Hello, my name is James Dingman and I've been in the residential real estate business for 35 years. In that time I've been a broker, a salesperson, I've owned companies and offices, and I've been a consultant to most of the national franchises at one time or another. Since the day I got my first real estate license in 1976 though, something's bothered me. And it's the percentage-based real estate commissions that are typically charged in our industry. They just don't make sense. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's consider the case of two houses located on the same street in the same neighborhood. Here is 123 Elm and a few doors down is 234 Elm. Nice houses, but 234 is bigger. It has an extra bedroom and a two-car garage. Both houses are listed and sold by ABC Realty, a fictional company I've made up for this example. ABC charges the home sellers 6% of the sales price as commission. Now we all know real estate commissions are negotiable, but for this example, ABC is going to charge 6%. So 123 Elm sells for $225,000, where 234 Elm sells for $305,000. It was the bigger house, remember? The seller at 123 Elm pays a commission of $13,500. where the seller on 234 Elm pays $18,300. That's $4,800 more than his neighbor paid. But why? Did he get more advertising? Did he get more open houses? Did his agent work $4,800 harder? I don't think so. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, the strangeness of different people paying different amounts to accomplish the same thing in the same way is not the only way that percentage-based real estate commissions are kind of crazy. Did you see the size of those commissions? I mean, come on, $18,300 to sell your house? That's a lot of money. Let's dig down a little bit. Let's zero in on that more expensive house, 234 Elm Street, and see if we can understand why it is the commissions are so high. Remember, it sold for $305,000 and the commission was $18,300. The listing company knows that in all likelihood they're not going to find a buyer for this home. Some other real estate company will have the buyer. So the first thing that will happen is the commission will be split equally between the two companies. Then each of those companies will split their portion of the commission between the agent and the office. For ease of illustration, we'll assume it's a 50-50 split, though that's pretty rare today. So, the homeowner at 234 Elm Street is not paying one commission, he's paying four. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is where it gets interesting. Suppose the company that lists the home, ABC Realty, actually does find the buyer. Suppose there is no other company or outside agent involved. What's the seller going to pay? $18,300. See, I told you, percentage-based commissions are just crazy. But check this out. Suppose the homeowner goes to work a few days after listing the home for sale with ABC, and she learns that her coworker from out of state has been transferred in. She tells him about her house and he gets all excited. He jumps up and down and decides to buy it. She sold the house herself. But you know what she's going to pay? Yep, $18,300. And why? Because in traditional real estate, one size fits all. There is no flexibility. You know, traditional real estate agents are fond of saying it's only 6%. You get to keep 94. But if that home seller is like most of us, he's probably got a mortgage that's got to be paid off out of that 94%. In this example, just assume that the seller had a $220,000 mortgage. Suddenly, that $18,300 commission represents more than 20% of that seller's equity. It's pretty steep. Good news is you don't have to do it this way. There's an alternative, and it's called Help You Sell. It's a full-service real estate company with all the bells and whistles that charges a low set fee instead of a percentage-based commission. So sellers end up saving thousands of dollars when they work through Help You Sell. Let me show you how. Let's continue to work with 234 Elm Street, the $305,000 house. There are three ways it might sell. And remember, ABC was going to charge $18,300 no matter how it's sold. The first way is you list with Help You Sell, they crank up the marketing, but suddenly you find your own buyer. Maybe you talked the house up at work, or your neighbor knew someone. Or maybe you decided to hold your own open house on a Sunday afternoon and found your buyer that way. In this case, all you pay is the low set fee, which is a marketing fee to Help You Sell. The fee varies by office, of course, but in the $300,000 area, a fee in the neighborhood of $4,450 wouldn't be unusual. And oh, by the way, the neighbor down the street with the $225,000 house would pay the same $4,450. It's a set fee, not a percentage-based commission. If the house sold this way, Help You Sell would write it up and process the sale to closing, and the seller would save about $13,850 over what ABC would have charged. Not bad. But what if one of the buyer agents working in the Help You Sell office finds the buyer, brings him over, and sells the property? Then you'd still pay the same low-set marketing fee, but you'd also pay the buyer agent fee too, which can vary, but in this case we'll assume it's the same, $4,450, for a total of $8,900 and a savings of $9,400 over what ABC would have charged. The third way it might sell is through the MLS, where another broker brings in the buyer. You'd still have your Help You Sell marketing fee, that doesn't change, but you'd also have to pay that outside broker and agent. Now you'd set that compensation up front, but for this example we'll assume you're offering 3% or $9,150. Still, even when paying an outside broker, you're saving $4,700 over what ABC was going to charge. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? It's flexible pricing, and you win. Like I've been saying all along, percentage-based real estate commissions are crazy. They don't make any sense at all. But the good news is there is an alternative. If you want to sell and you want to save, call Help You Sell, where pricing is logical, fair, makes sense, and saves you thousands of dollars.